Hope was at the heart of the 27th edition of the Kumbo Diocesan Pastoral Week celebration. At the end of the celebration, it became abundantly clear that our hope does not deceive us indeed. With the beautiful animation of the liturgy by primary school kids of St. Therese Primary School, Kumbo, at an event of this magnitude, the closing mass of the Pastoral Week celebration, it is clear that our hope will not deceive us. With these infants already trained to serve at the altar was the bishop, hundreds of priests, religious and spectators, it is even far more clearer that our hope does not deceive us indeed. Welcome to the 27th Kumbo Diocesan Pastoral Week celebration, celebrated under the theme, Celebrating the Jubilee Year of Hope. Our hope does not deceive us, drawn from Romans chapter 5, verse 5. Priests living and working in the Diocese of Kumbo arrived at the St. Jerome's Biblical and Pastoral Center on Sunday, the 20th of October, in view of the meeting of the bishop with parish priests and priests in charge of pastoral zones on Monday, the 21st.
Sayom. Very first meeting as we begin a new Pastoral Week celebration. Very important. This meeting begins with the meeting of all the parish.
Other key rendezvous also formed part of this day one. A summary from Reverend Father Edwin Boye, parish priest of Elak Eku.
It's a pleasure sharing my opinions about this meeting today of the parish priests on the first day of the Pastoral Week celebration. We started in the morning with highlights and updates by the finance administrator so that we could get to know exactly the level of the financial situation of our parishes. And it was a beautiful presentation with all brainstorming and updates from the parishes. Then thereafter, we also had another presentation by the Catholic Education Secretary on the situation of our schools and the challenges and the ensuing situations. After that, there were lots of deliberations and by all and sundry. And thirdly, we had another presentation by the Diocesan Pastoral Formation team on what exactly is demanded of us as pastors in the parishes. In all, it was a very great day.
The way it has started, we pray that it will end the same way with that same spirit.
And the main activity on Tuesday was a clergy assembly animated by priests of the Binjung Kame Deanery.
This year, Binjung Kame Deanery was privileged to present a paper to all the priests, the clergy of the Kumbo Diocese, and by extension to all our listeners of Radio Evangelium and the Christian faithful of Kumbo. Our topic for this year, the topic we presented, was celebrating the year of hope. Our hope will not deceive us. We all, priests and the Christian faithful of Kumbo Diocese and all listeners of Radio Evangelium, we got to be active agents of hope.
At the midday mass, Reverend Father Zephyrinus Yembu underlined the transformative power of hope as inspired by the day's liturgical readings. The meeting of the bishop with priests and religious held on Wednesday the 23rd was the first input from Brother Francis Dor of the Order of Friars Minor Capuchins, himself the parish priest of Shisong, on the topic, participation of the religious in the pastoral ministry of the church.
The religious could evaluate themselves and find ways of giving more and better contribution for the progress of the church in Kumbo.
The second talk was on priests and religious as signs of hope in the vision of the provincial pastoral plan. That was done by the Diocesan Pastoral Formation team.
All about involving every Christian, from the newly baptized to the eldest person, in the work of evangelism.
It must be noted that this Pastoral Week celebration coincides with the 25th anniversary of the promulgation of the Provincial Pastoral Plan, a working document for the Pastoral Formation team. And so part of the day's activities was the evaluation of the implementation of the Provincial Pastoral Plan.
This is my first time here, and I was really impressed the questions that were raised by the sisters and brothers, especially at the level of collaboration in the parishes. So I wish to pray that since it's still my first time, I should also collaborate well with my parish priest and the people with whom I work in order to promote these pastoral activities.
Commission meetings were held on Thursday and the all-important Pastoral Council meeting held in the afternoon of that day. It's from this meeting that resolutions and recommendations were made in a bid to guide pastoral activity in the diocese this new pastoral year. The solemn mass for the closing of the last pastoral year and launching of the new took place in the Kumbo Cathedral on Friday, the 25th of October. It was wonderfully animated by the primary school kids of St. Theresa's School, Kumbo.
Since we are in the 25th year of the implementation of the Provincial Pastoral Plan, we took a critical look at it as our major tool for the work of evangelization in our diocese. And we noted that wherever this pastoral plan is well implemented, the fruits and results are obvious and evident to see, even as we now see and watch how the cathedral parish is so beautifully putting it into practice.
The Kumbo Cathedral parish can rightly be used as a perfect example of the implementation of the provincial pastoral plan, as evident in the offertory processions and otherwise. The 6 resolutions and 1 recommendation made at the Diocesan Pastoral Council meeting were read out to the congregation, both the virtual and those present. Please to subscribe to our channel for more updates from Kumbo. God bless you.
Resolution 1. On the Liturgy Commission, given some liturgical abuses that distract or take away the sense of the sacred during liturgical celebrations, A. Each parish should identify these abuses during the liturgy and seek solutions guided by liturgical norms. B. The Diocesan Pastoral Commission team, in collaboration with the Liturgy Committee, should organize seminars for those who play key roles in the liturgy.
Thank you very much for coming. I know that breaking away from your busy days, coupled with the prevailing socio-political crisis plaguing the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, can be challenging. I do not take it for granted.
Exceptional pastoral week. The participation was very good, very active, very committed, and I think it's a great sign that the pastoral plan has been well implanted in the Diocese of Kumbo. And of course, we're doing this in view of the Jubilee year that's coming up. It's a sign for the people of Kumbo to know that there is great hope, and we're all invited to be signs and agents of hope as we enter the new pastoral year. Wonderful preparation, wonderful takeoff for the new pastoral year. The children were just marvelous. It's a clear sign. Now, these are great signs of hope, and yet the Cathedral Parish shows the standing out example how the pastoral plan should be implemented. They were wonderful.
I think we can refer to Kumbo Parish and Kumbo Dineri as an oasis of hope in the desert of war. And when I look at children, for instance, the children who animated at the liturgy of today, look at their innocence, look at their commitment, look at their sense of belonging to the church. I feel really enthused I feel really encouraged, and I want to think that all is not lost. For instance, the bishop sacrifices everything to make sure
Collaboration between the Diocesan Pastoral Formation Team and the Diocesan Pastoral Council, the priests, the deans, the parish priests, the deans, and everybody. It was a huge success because everybody collaborated to see into it that everything is done as expected. One particular thing that made me to be hopeful and to be very certain that there is hope, or that gave me hope, and to be certain that our diocese is moving the right direction, is about the young people, the children, the pupils of St. Teresa's Primary School, Kumbo Cathedral, who sang today, who animated, who led the liturgy today. They did exceptionally well. At the planning session, when the proposal came, we did not believe, or we were doubting what they could do. But today, they proved themselves that they are able to do it, and they can do it, and they did it actually. Both the choir and the altar servers, it was exceptionally wonderful, and they really showed that they are the embodiment of hope, as Pope Francis indicated in his Bull of Indiction, Spes non confunded. And from the way these pupils, these children, animated in the liturgy, nobody seeing what they did will believe that it is happening in Kumbo, because the Kumbo has been hit hard by the crisis. So it is a clear message that there is light at the end of the tunnel. That despite the crisis, despite the brutality, the violence, despite everything that the people who live in this diocese have gone through, there is still hope. You see the children, the hundreds of children, they're animating the liturgy. It is a sign that there is something more. Not all hope is lost.
I think you have said everything that needs to be said, Father, and I want to thank you so much for talking to Radio Evangelium Kumbo Online, another medium that helps bring hope to the world as far as Kumbo is concerned, because people thought that all is shooting and killing in Kumbo, but when they see through our media what is happening in Kumbo like today, they are convinced that at the end of every dark tunnel, there is light. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and God bless you, Father.
Thank you so much, Father Jude, and thank Radio Evangelium for the work they are doing in this diocese to make sure that the whole world knows about what is happening in Kumbo. And as you said, that is actually a sign of hope, that there is life. There is still life in Kumbo, despite the effect of the crisis. Thank you so much, Radio Evangelium.